Are we live? Then why is my computer telling me? YouTube is being we are live. YouTube is being well, let's call it a man's name lately. Hello, good morning. I'm waiting for my computer to catch up with me because I have my laptop there, my computer there, and I can kind of see everything there. But I cannot skip my own ads, can I? Good morning, Eva Bell. Good morning, May. Good morning, Mela. Hello, hello. Hello. I am prepared today. Not only do I have, yes, I have my coffee, but I also made a spare coffee. I need to get a smaller one of those because that's actually pretty handy for upstairs, or a big thermos mug, something. There I am. I have sound, I hope, right? I think. So, welcome to today's live stream, which is for me Wednesday, very, very early in the morning. But for most of you, it's Tuesday evening or Tuesday night. Good morning. As you can see, my bags kind of have bags. So let's try to sit a little bit like that. Yes. Anyway, 11:30 p.m. for you. It's 5:30 a.m. for me. So, hello. Anyway, if you are new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I live in the Netherlands, hence the early hour and the accent. And yeah, I love spooky stuff, makeup, being creative. I'm slightly orcish and relatively vintage, which means I'm green and old. Yes. Well, going to be one of those days. I'm a light to light medium warm-ish olive, and I'm 46. So, yes. What we're going to do today, though, as you saw by the title, is get ready using a mystery box from V Cosmetics. So, 4:30 a.m. Oh my lord, it's even earlier for you. Oh, you're in the UK then, right? Or are you not in the UK? Anyway, I received a very, very cool package in PR from V Cosmetics, which is one of my favorite indie brands, and they are based in the UK. And it's such a cool box that I was like, you know what? We're going to use it today. So I actually just grabbed the box that it came in. She sent me more stuff that I have here. She also sent me Smash the Patriarchy, which is an all purple palette. And I can show that to you as well. She also sent me some stamp liners, some eyeliners, and the Magical Essence. So here is the purple palette, which I won't be using today, unfortunately. But I will want to try. Just say. So, if I'm not mistaken, she's also having a sale right now. Anyway, I have it here. Now, what I did understand is that she forgot to put some things of the mystery box in. So I don't have a glue lash liner glue and falsies, which I'm fine with. I have falsies enough, and I usually don't really use a glue lash liner glue. I tried them, but they don't really work for me. So yeah, I am a little confused about one thing though, but that is okay. However, let's start with the first thing that is in here, that if you follow me on Instagram, you have already seen it. But I'm going to show you anyway, because is it straight on? Yes. It's to keep my hair out of the way. I don't know why, but I really do like this. It's very nice and soft. And I like it, so I'm going to keep it on today. Or at least while I'm doing my makeup. There is so many things in here, so let's just show you what is in here. So if you want to get the mystery box and you don't want to be surprised, you don't need to watch this video. Yeah, my hair, it's always in my eyes when I'm doing my makeup. Well, usually the cat hair is, though. Does that help again against the cat hair? It is. That would be handy. But I think it's cute that she put it in there. So okay. There's a bunch. Let's grab stuff out. Now, some things I have already seen, I'm not gonna lie. Because I also had to take pictures before I dug my fingers in. But I've not used anything. So let's put you to the side. So I have a first thing that I'm picking up. Actually, I have a stamp liner. This is a white one. That's in the mystery box. So let's swatch it. So on one side you have a regular liner. It's very nice and pigmented actually. And on the other side you have a stamp. So let me do also the stamp. And I actually used one of these yesterday. It was the black bat. So here is, can you see? Can we see? I hope so. It's very nice and pigmented actually. So, you know, there's also an eyeshadow base, which I'm very excited about. So we are going to try this today. Hello, 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 everyone that is joining. Okay. Then this is the palette that I'm a little bit confused about. I thought actually it was a water activated liner palette, which looks like this. But if I kind of swatch, I do get pigment. So I don't really know if it's an eyeshadow. I could try it with one. I actually don't know. So maybe I can find out on her website. So no, I don't know because she doesn't have this one. Maybe on Instagram. I think she told me what was in the book. So I'm going to park that for a little bit. Then I also have the Green Witch highlighter palette, which is very, very interesting colors. It looks like this. But especially this one, it's just so interesting. So let me swatch it because I can. What was I doing again? Oh yes, I was going to my Instagram. It might be liners. Yeah, I'm seeing. Yeah, it is an olive highlighter, but it's not only that. It has kind of a. Let's see if I can show you guys. So there's also, can you see that there's kind of a hot pink flip in it? It's I think it will give me a cast, but I can try. But here they are. You can also use these as eyeshadows, right? I do feel though now that when I swatch them and I feel them, I do feel it's more suited to be a highlighter palette because unless you want to use these as a topper, which you can, of course, but I don't know. I feel that as a highlighter palette is very unique. As an eyeshadow palette, it almost gets more generic, if that makes any sense. So let's see if I can see the list of there are still boxes in stock, by the way. Yeah, so it is it's a tiny duochrome multi-chrome palette. So that is actually it. So that's what she said in the DM. Yeah, you can use it both. Yeah. Okay, that was that. I'm not really awake yet. Can you guys tell? I'm glad I brought up some extra coffee. Anyway, I hope the headband doesn't mess up the way that I did my hair this morning, though. I remember one of the supermarkets that I'm going to, Lidl. My bestie and I went there together because we needed something. And she has dreadlocks and I have this hair. And they also had, what did they have? A flat iron for your hair and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, don't we need one? And she was looking at me. You could see she was thinking, because we were having a mood. She was like, yeah, maybe. I actually don't know. Do we need one? And the other people around us were like, what the hell are they talking about? It was funny. It was way funnier if you were there, though. But yeah, there's also a keychain in here, which looks like this. Which is very cool. Yes, we have that one. Now I'm going to save the palette for last. Why? Because I want to build suspense. There's also glitter. It's a pretty glitter. Pretty, pretty, pretty. There are... I don't use glitter. You guys know that, right? But I do have the gel, the shimmer primer that I always use from Death and Candy can be used as a glitter base. So, good morning. If you have just joined us, good morning. That was from the eyeshadow base box, yes. Then I also have a lippy in the shade the Ban. Oh, it's a lip duo. Yeah, okay. So I have a lip duo in shade the Ban. So there's a lip liner. Oh, that's a pretty color. I'll show you in a minute. And I'll also swatch the lippy, which is a gloss. Which has a sparkle in it. So we have the lip liner there. And we have the lip gloss right next to it. And it has a sparkle. So you can see that here. That it's a lip gloss, but it reminds me of basically a little bit of this shade of the highlighter. I'm actually very excited to try her lip glosses because I have never tried her lip glosses. What was the cute idea? The highlight the wings on your bee tattoo. Yeah, I tried that once. It was not a success because I am not well versed in doing that. So yes. Okay, I have another lip kit, which is a matte liquid lip set. Okay, which contains of. Can I clean my hand? I need to clean my hand. Do I have everything under control? Yeah, it is a pretty gloss. Oh, and the liner will stay because I have to really scrub it off. So that is good to know. Okay, the lippy. So there's a lip Speak Only with Love lip liner, which is a black. Nice. It brings back memories of way back when. Come with me on the journey in the memory lane. You remember in the 90s or was it the 80s, the red lipsticks with the black liner, but not in ombre. No, we did not do it in ombre. We just lined the lips thickly, then filled it in and left it. And it was actually even better than to reapply the black eye pencil because we did not really have black lip liner then, so that you really had just good times. Oh, this is pretty. I don't really know if it will be very flattering on me, but it is a very unique color. I could see myself trying to do an ombre with this because technically I should be able to. And then top it with the gloss, I think will be very, very pretty. So, yes. Now for the pièce de résistance. Can I get a drum roll, please? The palette. And when I saw this palette, I was like, ooh, Guten Morgen, Anja. So the palette is called the Coven. And this is the front. And if I'm not mistaken, it also says the Coven in, I think it's the witch alphabet. I never really learned that. So there and that, but the palette is very, very pretty. Here's the palette. So I cannot wait to dig into this one. And especially this shade, which is the shade Surrender. Now, what she also always does... It's the headband, I swear. So here it is. It has a clear base, but it swatches like a dream. No, they're not pressed glitters. Very, very pretty. I need to use that today. So this is the palette that is in the mystery box. Now, she, as I said, still has some in stock. And I have linked it already in the description box. There is an however, because while I do have a code with V Cosmetics and it will save you 10%, my code is Raven, you cannot use it on the mystery box. So if you want to buy things more than just the mystery box from V Cosmetics, either do it in separate orders, or yeah, maybe that's even a better idea, because there you cannot use a discount code on the mystery box because it's heavily discounted as it is. It retails for, I think, £150, but the retail value is over the £200. So it's very heavily discounted, and if you make an order and use a discount code, your order will be cancelled. It also says so on the website. But yeah, but this eyeshadow palette I'm so excited about. So I have a dark green matte, I have a dark purple matte, I have some neutrals. This one is a satin. Yeah. I kind of need to wake up and I kind of need to swatch it, don't I? Your roommate ordered the box and now you want it too? Yeah. Now, I do have to say, at first glance, this eyeshadow palette doesn't look like her regular formula. And what do I say by that? Usually she has shimmers that are a little bit more sparkly, but usually they are shimmers. They are not extremely foiled. Also, not a lot of duochromes in her eyeshadow palette. So I'm actually very, very excited to see this. I'm just going to swatch because I need to. And by just feeling the shimmers, I know I'll like these. So this is the first row of shimmers. Can we just? I like me likey. Okay, I need to clean. And there's still pigment on my still shadow on my finger as well. Yeah. So hello to everyone who is just joining in. I have shown mystery box from V Cosmetics, and I'm right now swatching the eyeshadow palette. So there's a lot of cool stuff in the mystery box, and I have linked down below where you can get it. And yes, I'm right now I'm very much swatching the palette. So I'm going to put the second row of, oh, there's also a shifting there, of shimmers underneath. I'm going to do the shimmers together and then the matte separately, because I like that. Because then I have a hand of sparkly goodness, you know. This one is kind of a little bit of a weird one. So here are the shimmers. This one is kind of like, it feels a bit dry, and it's, I want to say, like a satin. But yeah, kind of. So I will do it like that. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. This. And you can, because this green has a clear base, there's a flip in there, but you can use that as a highlighter if you also want to use kind of a green highlighter, right? Okay, very pretty. Okay, now I'm going to swatch the mattes, and then at the same time, that feels very creamy. At the same time, I can feel them. Okay. Creamy pigment, yes. Okay. Oh, that's actually a very pretty color combination. I have socks that are like this, and I really like that color combination, actually. And then we have the purple. So here are the mats. And what I actually really like is that I have a dark brown in a palette that I can use to darken up at least the purple with, you know. So yeah, now I need to figure out what I want to do. But I also have to, I know I want to use the shade Surrender. There's also glitter, but I don't know if I will use the glitter. You can also use stuff like this in nail art, or even if you don't do you know, gel nails or anything like that, what you could do is grab kind of a clear nail polish and then press those in, let it set, and then put a little bit of nail polish on top again to seal it back in. You can. Okay, let's prime the eyes. No, let's first do a little bit of hand cream. How long have we been filming for? 21 minutes already. Wow. It's going to be a long day. Yeah, so I always start with eyes first in my live streams because, yeah, I know that there are people who want to go to bed and who are staying up just for little on me, which I always am very, very grateful for. But yeah, we're going to start by putting this away. Getting a cloth for the, what are they called? I'm really not awake yet. Let's get some brushes. Those are what they are called. Lordy Lord. So I have known about V Cosmetics for years. I have, can you see that box? That's all my V Cosmetics palette, with the exception the two, where are they? There. The last two palettes are actually from Many MUA, the Moonspell palette, but the vibe is just very much there. Hello, Annemarie. Thank you for sending me some love. And oh, what is that? What is this? Is this a black base? Oh, it is. Oh, damn. It's black eyeshadow. I was not expecting that. So, which is actually very, very cool. I've never tried anything like that. A black eye base. It kind of fits the theme though, you know? So I need a different eye base because I do need a normal eye base so I have room to blend. So let me grab my Essence one. And then you use the black base underneath the sparkly bits, right? Sounds cool. Or for pressing on eyeshadow. Right? I've never, honest to God, this is going to, oh, I have never used a black base or any colored eyeshadow base for that matter. So I have no idea. Oh, see, and I'm so frazzled that I forgot to put color there. So now where's my concealer? I'm making such a mess. I swear that usually I'm also such a mess, but you just don't see it. I don't know what it is. It's a goat. I don't know. It was in the mystery box. Maybe then is Capricorn December? I actually don't know. I have no idea. I'm a very bad YouTuber. I don't know. Let's put where's my mirror? Oh, I was cleaning up, but I need my mirror, otherwise I cannot see. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so glad that you love that. Yes, she has since revamped the Grimoire palette. She removed the pressed glitter. That was in the original one. The outside has kind of changed. Oh yes, I do want to say though that the Book of Magic that she also has, she has a few left. So if you want that one, now is the time, because if it sells out, it's not coming back. It's being discontinued. Something like that, sure, something like that. Is it in my browse? Yes, it is. Do I care? Not particularly. I don't see my browse anyway. Right? Yes. Okay. Ah. Oh, lordy lord. Itchy eyeball, itchy eyeball, itchy eyeball. Anyway, what am I going to... I want to use the green. I know I want to use the green. I think I want to use it in combination with the purple because I really like that. So purple and green shimmer. Or shall I do... I want to use as many things as I can. So I also want to use the black base today. So I'm kind of thinking how I can use that black base the best. Well, on the lid with a shimmer on top, right? And then I think that the shade Surrender will be perfect for that because of the clear base. So shall we do a purple crease, then darken it up with the brown, and then use the black base on the lid, and then with that one on the lid, and then that one in the outer corner, and probably around the tear duct or something like that. I think I'm going to do something like that. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to start with the purple. Let's get the brush. Let's get you. So let's see. Let's also zoom in a tad. Hello. You're welcome. I do have a little bit of kick up in the pen, which I personally very much want. And I'm just going to start slowly with this. Tap it on. And I probably need to build it up a bit, but it is okay. If my eyes are stale, they're not really stained. They're a little bit stained. It's because of the palette I was working with yesterday. So you get 2 videos from me today, or at least if you're in Europe, it's today. Because tonight for me at, what did I think, 4:30 p.m. for me, and it is almost 6 o'clock a.m. for me right now, so maybe then you kind of know what it is in your time zone. My video with the Dead of Night palette will go online. So today is a twofer, at least if you're in Europe. It goes on well. Purples are difficult to formulate, or like yellows, or at least that's what people keep telling me. I've had bad purples, purples that did not do anything. I have good purples, nice purples, and amazing purples. And honestly, if I can build it up and blend it out a little bit without it getting patchy, I'm happy. And this seems to blend very, very nicely. It's more pink than I wish, but it could also be my undertone. Oh, then we do pink and green. It is. It is what it is. Yes, I have been working hard, Mimi. I was in a flow, and I have to make use of that, because there are also sometimes weeks where I don't feel good enough to film. I don't feel like editing at all, and I kind of have to have a little bit of a buffer for those weeks or days. Usually they're days, but you know. Okay, let's build it up a little bit more. Let's grab a different brush, one that's a little bit more dense. Let's do that. It's 6 o'clock, and it's my heart rate is skyrocketing because I forgot that I had an alarm at 6 o'clock. Now I'm just going to build it up. I'm just going to tap it over. I don't really have a lot to chat about, I think. I am getting ready to go grocery shopping, as I do every Wednesday. So there is that. And I think that's kind of what else is going to happen. Yeah, I do have to work today as well because I have to film the new makeup releases for tomorrow. That I always do that on Wednesday. I also have to do my yoga session, which I usually do in the morning. But yeah, I'm doing this. So I'm going to do that a little bit later or maybe even this evening. My bestie is coming over later. So yeah. Yeah. I noticed that too. And I actually think it's an undertone thing. I'm not sure though. But that's what I think. I'm going to see how much I can build it up. It's really pulling out the red that is in the purple. I do think it's a kind of it's a fun color. What can I say? I'm going to go to the shade Is, which is the darker brown, and I'm going to darken up the purple. Hello, dear. Maybe I'll also put the green on top. Oh no, we are being graced with his presence. Say hello to the people. We are live. So, just so you know. Why are you looking like that? Are you in troll mode again?
More than troll mode.
He's also just awake. He hasn't had his coffee yet, so you need to approach him slowly. Something like that. Right? That was my son, if you did not know. Oh no, he's back. Do you want coffee, dear? I have coffee here. No! What are you doing? Why are you throwing stuff at me?
I dropped it.
Karma. Now, because I did this, I should be able to put the green over without it getting too muddy. So we're just going to do that just for funsies, just because I can. I'm going to use the same brush as I did with the brown, and I'm going to go to the green, tap it off, and I'm just going to start here. And then just kind of do that a little. Just kind of funkies it up a bit. Is that a word? I'm making up my own words, as per usual. This is a very, very good way to do that, though, because I can blend it over the brown, and no, it doesn't want, it should not really want to blend. So I'm going to go back to the brown to blend the layers between together a little bit, and then I'm going to blend that down. Well, no, it's not Morgenmuffel. Am I saying that correctly? Morgenmuffel? Muffel, I think, right? No, not really. He's just his unique little self, like I am. And we don't really speak a lot in the morning, but no, he's not really one to have bad temper in the morning. Congratulations, Mimi. Congratulations. So Mimi is saying that she got her autism diagnosis yesterday. Congratulations. By the way, if you want to be, if you need a very awesome community, there's one on Facebook that's awesome. It's called Autism on the Inside. It's a very, very cool group. There are neurotypical people there. There are people there with a diagnosis, without. Some are new, have just been diagnosed, just found out, or have known for years. It's a very, very nice group, actually. And it's just nice to hear everyone's story. I'm going to go back to the purple, purpley red again. You love my clear gouge earrings. They look super cool. Thank you. It's rose quartz, actually. I love wearing stone earplugs. So I have a bunch of different colors. These are among my favorites, which are a very pale pink rose gold. Your German is better than your Dutch. Well, if it's individual words, I'm okay. But my German is not great. So if I have to give directions in German, it's basically few words German, then English, and a lot of hand gestures and hoping that they understand. But then again, we also are taught German in school. So it's very, I kind of want to blend it out a little bit more on the top. So let's grab a face powder for that. You can just use any face powder. I just prefer to use one that is pressed. I'm just going to run that along the border here because I want to have it a little bit more blended, preferably without pulling the color up too high. And if I'm not able to, I can always fix it by just putting a little bit of concealer over. It's actually higher than I usually like, but it is what it is, I think. This works very well. I'll probably put a little bit of concealer there to kind of, neaten it up a little bit. Okay, now usually I use my shimmer primer, but we're going to, I don't know, do you need to use this in a thick layer or in a thin layer? Has anyone tried a color base? Because I don't know. Do I let it dry? Do I? Why is there a knife there? I don't know. Let's use this one. So I have a little bit of the back on the back of my hand. I'm just going to, I don't know, put it on the lid. And tap it on, I think, or something. I don't know, people. Yeah, I've never done that before. I don't know. It feels a little bit tacky. Oh, no, I'm removing it, which is not a good idea, is it? I'm just going to put it on. It feels stickier than a regular eye base, but it doesn't. And it feels stickier than a glitter primer or a shimmer primer if you just put it on. Oh, yeah. And on that, the shimmer primer from Unearthly Cosmetics, the one that does not work for me at all, it seems to be better with glitter. Debbie actually tried it, and it creased on her as well, except with glitter. So we are doing an experiment for science. I'm making such a mess again, as per usual. Do I care? Not really. Let's put this up a little bit higher. Okay. And oh, it does seem to do. I have it on my hand, so it is going to dry down, which is a good thing, I think. So let's I don't know. Let's start pressing the shimmer in. So I'm going to use the shade Surrender, which was that stunning green. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, I'll do it here as well. Now I'm just going to press it into the primer. Now, actually the theory that I have developed just this second is if it's a little bit wet still and it dries down, when you press it in, it locks it into place, you know? Don't know if I'm correct in that though. Pretty. I also want to do the purple that's next to it, which is the shade Present, which is a dark purple. I don't know how much you will see of that, but that is okay. Okay, I am going to go back to well, a brush first to blend this edge a little. Yeah, it ain't going anywhere, is it? Which is a good thing. So I'm going to go to the purple matte first. Then I'm going to go to the brown, just on the border. I'm concentrating this. And then a little bit to the green. Yes, but a very, very pretty Christmas tree. Yes, about Christmas trees. I don't know where to put mine this year. Because usually it's on the little table where I have my tarantulas on. So I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to put them this year. Christmas tree, yeah. Okay, that is a little bit more of what I wanted. So I'm just going back and forth in the matte shadows. But I feel like my eye base is kind of giving up a little. Okay, I am going to kind of clean up my lid a little because it is up too high and I don't really like that. So I'm going to grab a little bit of my makeup remover on a cotton bud. I just want it lower because I don't like it if it's up that high. Now I need to bring it a little bit lower so that I kind of have a little bit of room to maneuver. I was just way too enthusiastic. I usually don't remove fallout this way, by the way, but today we are. Good morning from Finland. I hope that you have a nice dream, and thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. And I hope that you will well rested and have an amazing day. Well, the rest of the day when you wake up. When you wake up, yes. Okay, so back to a little bit of concealer to kind of, you know, blend everything in there. Where's the brush that I used for that? Let's use this one because I can. Okay. Coffee? And then Let's see if we can blend a little. I need a little bit of eyeshadow. Yeah, it did clean up nicely. However, I fear that this is where the primer ended. And it's a very dark stripe. So I know now for the next time that I have to make sure that it is lower and then tapped out so I get that faded look a little bit more. So right now I'm actually just using a combination of the purple first and then a little bit of the brown. Damn it, I'm going up too high again. Yeah, it does give a pretty smoky look. Maybe this will help if I just tap over it a little bit where the concealer is still a little bit damp. Apparently it's a high eyeshadow look day today. Excuse me. It's not really a blended look, is it? Let's get that face powder. Maybe that will help. I'm a mess today, guys. I'm so sorry, but I really do like the color combinations though. And I like the fact that it has, I can get the purple darker with the brown and then the green on top. That's a little bit better. Doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be perfect for me. Or, you know, something like that. I'm warm because of all the lights. When I woke up this morning, I was pretty cold and now I'm pretty warm. So this is the eye makeup so far. Did she? I also have eye pencils from her. They're not here in the box, but I do have some. I have an orange and I have a yellow. So let's swatch. Oh, this is the orange and this is very, very pretty. It's a very pretty orange. Shall we do yellow or shall we do an orange? Shall we do yellow? No, let's do an orange, just for fancy. So let's do that. So I have the orange one here. It's a very, very pretty orange color. Cool. Yeah, I like this. Cute. Okay. Yes. Okay, it's time for falsies. Yeah. Let me move stuff out of the way. So it's time for falsies. Let me get my mirror. Now, when I'm doing the falsies, I don't really see a lot. So there is it. I don't know if you will see this on top though. What is it doing? No, it's still there. Cool. Will we see? I also have an orange stamp liner. No, let's not. But I do want to try the eyeliner part of her bat liner. If I can find it. Where did I leave it? Here. Because that is a black, and I'm actually very interested to see how the liner in that works. So let me try that. Let me first kind of remove a little bit of lash glue from my lashes. But I apparently cannot. Is there a trick to putting liner on the waterline? Do you mean on or on top or underneath? I don't do tight lining. Oh no, never mind. You mean there? No. Besides, I kind of pull it a little bit there and then just put it on. If nothing seems to stick for you, what you could try is a gel pot eyeliner. Once they dry down, they usually don't go anywhere. Yeah, you always try to have one that's waterproof. I usually don't even, I don't know why, but I never really notice if it's waterproof or not. I usually just go for color, which is maybe not a good idea. But if I have something that just does not want to stay put, yeah, what I do know from V, for instance, I know that you can use the gel pot liners as eye pencils as well. And these, which are the magical essences, they dry down completely and they are eye and lip safe. So you could also try something like that. And those are multi-chrome. So, and I personally think it's fun to have a different color, kind of a shifty color in your waterline. It just adds a little bit of something. So the eyeliner that I'm using, it's one with a felt tip, and I prefer one with a brush. But it's working. It's not tugging on my lids too much. And it doesn't seem to be bleeding. Which is why I stopped using the NYX tattoo liner, because that one bled. All of a sudden, I saw that I had crevices in my eyelids that I never knew I had. You know, it was like the Grand Canyon. It was not fun. Oh yes, I also need an inner corner shade, don't I? I almost forgot that. A little bit more forward. I have to finesse that a little bit later anyway, when I'm doing my foundation and such. So, okay, let's clean up my under eye a little, because I do have fallout from everything that I have been doing like that. Okay, falsies, right? I think I'm going to go for dramatic, and I have them here anyway, so they're going to be from AWA Studio. I'm grabbing my black lash glue, if I can find it. Yes, and oh no, I forgot the mascara. As per usual, I will put the falsies underneath my eyes. Yeah, I haven't tried her liquid liners yet. I've tried her magical essence and I really, really love those. And I have used those in my waterline without any issues. And this pencil seems, I think it will be one that will stay for a long time as well. Which I'm happy about because honestly, I don't have an orange besides a gel pot that stays long. But sometimes you can just tell, you know, by putting it on. Not moving eyeliners are good things. Exactly. Okay, so that was the mascara. Now, if you've never seen me put on falsies, don't freak out because I glue them on the underside, not the way that regular people do. Honestly, if you are living somewhere where it's windy often and you wear falsies, this method is perfect because they cannot do that anymore because your own lashes hold them in place. So what I do is I just grab the falsie. So usually when you have your falsie like this and you glue it basically here, right on the underside because it's going to go on your eye like that. I glue it on the upper part. So a little bit just on the edge and then the rest goes on the upper part. And I actually started learning this because I tried the Kiss Falscara method, which is basically the lash glue in the mascara wand with a sealer. So if you want to try something like that and are afraid to get lash glue very close to your eye, that's the trick. So what I'm actually doing is when I do mascara, you see here the fleshy part of my eye, right? Just above my nail. That the base of the lashes there is where I'm going to put the glue and a hint above. So I'm not going to put it in my eye, or at least I'm trying not to put it in my eye. I have a mirror here. I'm looking down and I'm really opening up my eyelids. And then at the base of the lashes, I basically just kind of paint and maybe put it a little bit more in between the lashes. So I still have space between the liner or the lash glue and my eyes. Now, the best part about this is, first off, they feel, you don't, or at least I don't feel them. You don't need to cut your lashes shorter than you would up top. And also, one of the best parts is when your falsies are annoying you and you want to rip them off, they don't mess up your eye makeup. So, why is there black glue on my desk? And what is it from? Okay. It's actually, for me at least, pretty normal that your lashes kind of glue together a little bit, but you can just, you know, basically break them open a little bit with your finger. Okay, then I'm going to put my lashes on and I'm going to make sure my lashes aren't stuck together. I'm going to again look down. I'm going to place them at the base of my own lashes. And then I'm going to pinch. Not my best application. Again. Stop it. That means it's 6:30 in the morning. Okay, next one. I'll check in a minute what is happening in the chat, because you cannot do this and delete the chat as well. Do they work better this way with glasses? Well, I think so, because they are a little bit more, they're a little bit shorter. So basically, to see if you love long falsies, when you do it like this, you shorten them with a few millimeters because you put it underneath instead of on top. I usually don't really have an issue with falsies and my glasses, but that's also because if I'm going to look for new glasses, I usually have falsies on. So I'm sure that I can, wear them with falsies. But yeah, because it makes it a little bit, it also puts it lower, right? So I think that glasses are more designed to fit your face. And if you have your lashes a few millimeters higher, it kind of does more that. And I think it will. So the short answer is yes, I do think so. I do think so. This is not the best application ever. Let's just say that. Let's see if we can kind of fix some things. What's happening? That's the. Really? Are we? Okay, it does not really want to stick for me in the inner corner, which is fine. So the little particles that are in the very, very pretty shimmery shade, when I do my my primer of my shimmer and all that, I also put it here, because here, especially this eye, it has trouble sticking. And I see that this has that as well, and it's not the shadow's fault, it's just the way that my eye is. Let's refill the coffee. So I'll have to add there a little bit in a minute. So I'm grabbing a little bit of that shimmer primer that I usually use from Death and Candy, and then a small brush. And I'm just going to put a little bit just there, because that is just a problem area for me. And then I'm going to grab that pretty green and just press that on top. Like that. Okay. What else do I want to do? Yes, we're going to go to base makeup now. And what I am going to kind of focus on a little bit extra today is where I place my blush and my bronzer. So let's start with foundation first. So I have my House Labs foundation, which I love. But I have to lighten it up. So I also have the Makeup Revolution lightener. And I'm going to zoom you out a tad, so you can kind of see the face a bit better. Yes. So I'm just putting a little bit of foundation on the back of my on my sheet and a little bit of lightener in. Have a mixing thingy somewhere. The back side of my tweezers will also work. Okay, I also want a little bit of lip oil. Yes, my computer was doing something, so that's weird. And I just grabbed one from Manny, which does not really matter. But it's a nice lip oil. Okay, let's get some brushes. Let's grab you. The brush I'm using is actually from the BH Cosmetics Rose Gold set. It's one that I actually keep coming back to put foundation and such on. I'm not really good in the buffing technique. I can kind of with this brush, but usually I just kind of stamp and swipe. And then very, very lightly go over it in circles, and I will probably also go over it a little bit with a sponge. Oh, damn, I forgot my color correctors. Never mind. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yes, please like the video. So what are you guys up to today or tomorrow? What are your plans? If you want to share that, of course. So yeah, my plans, I already explained my plans. So basically my plans, yes, going grocery shopping, and then a little bit of work for tomorrow. And then, yeah, that's basically it. And then entertain the bestie. A little. Did I? No. Tucking into lunch whilst the kitchen is renovated. Oh, yeah. Have they been renovating it long? They had a team event planned. Llama tracking. Oh, really? But your coworker got corona. Oh, that's sad. Llama tracking sounds like fun. Also, just on the bottom bristles, I'm going to have it here to again fade it. And now you can see, right? I don't really have any foundation there, and it's really making my eyelids look red, very much above where the color is. And that's just, an undertone thing because of the fact, red and green opposite color wheel, it makes it pop more. So this is why I have done this almost ever since I started doing my makeup, that I just grab a little bit of foundation or a little bit of concealer and just make sure that I don't see any eye base, and that the colors are matching with the rest of my face. Why do I have hairs everywhere? Because I have cats. I really do love this foundation, by the way. Just to... Oh, your daughter is in the school play. That is so, so cool. That's so cool. We actually used to have school plays when I was little, and I loved being in those. I also loved singing. We also had a school choir, and I loved singing as well. Oh, now I'm just going to take my sponge and just tap over it a little. It's just such a pretty finish, this foundation. The only thing is that the range is pretty dark. So even for me, this is the lightest olive, which is basically my summer shade. That's why I have a lightening medium. Oh, that's so cool. She's in 7th grade this year. her daughter got one of the parts in the production for Little Princess, which is so, so cool. So congratulations to her. I hope she'll have a lot of fun, but I'm sure she will. It's so cool. Concealer, yes. Okay. And let's get the bronzer and the blush ready. So I really love to just also do a cream bronzer and a cream blush. I just really enjoy that. And I can really play with the colors of powder blush, depending on the cream blush that I have underneath. So if you have, for instance, an orange blush that you really love the color of, but it's a little bit too much for you, you can kind of tone it down by putting, I don't know, maybe a pinker cream blush underneath to pull it a little bit more peach, you know, kind of like that. And I think that's fun. Oh, I'm very much messing up the eyeshadow again, aren't I? Lordy Lord. Just blending a little bit of the purple over. Because apparently I forgot how to do my makeup. A little bit of the brown. Something like that. Very dramatic. But what else is new, right? Okay, it will also help when I have done my brows, I think. That was a weird noise. Come on, I have a little bit of purple. Yeah, let's do that. A little bit of the shimmer there. To kind of open up my eye a little. What next? Oh yeah, the bronzer and so I have the bronzer here from Glam Shop, which is the olive bronzer, and I'm just going to hope to pick some up on the brush. So where do I place my bronzer and my blush, or especially my bronzer? I just follow my hairline. So I just go like that. I don't really like an overly bronzed face, especially in winter, and I'm going to wear a beanie anyway because it's cold outside. So just a little bit of color is basically all I'm looking for. I leave this part of my forehead free because when you look, basically you can kind of see it slanting back, right? That's kind of where I put the bronzer, and then I kind of just fade it up. And if I feel that I'm too low, I just take my sponge and I'm just going to go over the borders of it. Kind of like that. And I do the same with the powder bronzer. So, and then I bring it down here a little. I'm just kind of following my eye shape or my face shape. And I also like to put it here, just on the edge. Again, the hairline, but close to the ear. Maybe a little bit underneath, depending on the color of the bronzer. And sometimes I just go like that, just for fun, just because I can. That is usually where I place my bronzer. Now, So basically what you do with bronzer is you give a little bit of warmth back to your face or a little bit of color, but you can basically place your bronzer anywhere you want to. They do say though that if you blend it into your blush, it can look muddy. But it does not really, now I'm kind of thinking about it, but it doesn't have to be. If your bronzer is warm and your blush is a warm toned color, it won't get muddy. It will be a different color, but it won't be muddy. So if you contour here though, which is usually with a gray color, and usually your blush is a little bit on the warmer side, then it can turn muddy, yes. But honestly, it's makeup. You can do whatever the hell you want, so... There's that. I'm a bit itchy. So yeah, that's the bronzer, and I do really enjoy this one. For blush, I actually pulled the Rare Beauty one, which I haven't used in a long time. So I was like, yeah, it's time again. And I just basically tap on the back of my hand first. Then I get a brush. Shall I get this brush? Sure. And I kind of pick up a little bit. Oh, you cannot see what I'm doing. Kind of pick up a little bit from the back of my hand. So that way I make sure that it is basically coated evenly on my brush and that I can kind of control it a little bit better. And then I start at, well, basically here. For my face shape. Now, what does happen though when I put blush here? It emphasizes that part of my face. I don't know. I just like that. I just like, you know, blush draping. I do bring it forward a little, but I also have natural rosacea here. So I don't want it too much forward. So I kind of want to have it a little bit. I want to have the center part of my face free because I enjoy that. And then just a hint on the nose because it's cold outside, you know. And it's all depending on a lot of the time on the face shape and honestly what you like to do, right? So if I were to put it here on the apples of my eye, it would give me a different look altogether. It will basically, I don't know, almost emphasize this part. I've tried that and it is okay, but I feel that it emphasizes my bags as well. So that's why I don't do that. But you know, I would just say just play around with it. So I just prefer this blush look, but it doesn't mean that it's the best for my face shape. I also don't want it, I personally don't want it too low. And I also don't do it here. So I have seen kind of the blush look where it's just blush here, and I think that's very, very cute. And I tried it. For me, I can pull it off, but it just, I don't know, it looks weird. I feel at least. But you know, if you're not sure, just do, for instance, one side. Do something like this. If you don't want to experiment with your makeup, do something like this at the end of the day when you're basically going to wash off your makeup anyway and you don't have to go anywhere. Just, you know, tap a little bit of foundation on your cheeks so you can kind of start over a little bit, then powder it if you want to, or just grab a cream blush and then just experiment with placement. So you can do the placement like I did it. You can do it a little bit here and then do one side and the other and see what you like best. Yeah, I do like blush on the apples of the cheek. The only tip that I have, though, is don't do it when you're smiling. Because if I put my blush here when I'm smiling and I'm not smiling, it goes down, right? And you want it basically here. You want it higher up. So actually everything you place, keep in mind that your face is not constantly like this, usually. You know? So that's why I also say if you apply anything on your eyes, make sure that you are just, you know, having your eyes relaxed and are looking forward so you can just, you know, see what it looks like with your resting bitch face on or something. But yeah, just experiment with that, you know, and I have a hair there and I don't know where. I experiment often with certain things, and sometimes I like them and sometimes I don't like them, and it is all okay. You can always wash it off. I need to find the hair because it's driving me bonkers. Yeah, was that it? I swear, next time I'm taking a naked. I'm getting a naked cat because those hairs. Yes, it's time for powder, and I'm going to use the House Labs setting powder, which I do really enjoy. So I'll powder my under eyes. Do I need a lot? No, I don't feel like I need a lot of powder. If you get done with your makeup and have enhanced your resting bitch face, bee face, you feel like you did it right. Yes. I understand. Okay, that's the under eyes done. We're not going to do freckles today because I don't feel like it. Oh, I love this foundation so much, honestly. I actually yesterday, for the last week, I've been wearing the Kosas foundation again, which I also like. But I actually like that in winter a lot because then my face is a little bit drier because of the heating. But this foundation, honestly, I really, really love it. I think the finish is so pretty. It's expensive, but the finish is so, so pretty. Now I'm just going to basically blend over everything a little. And itch the nose. Yes, okay. So for blush, I actually grabbed one from V Cosmetics in the shade Sorcery. I have two of hers. This one is a little bit more orangey. Can you see that? I hope so. And the other one is a little bit more of a coral. Can we see that? So the orangey and the coral, it's difficult to tell on camera, but there is a difference in color. I grabbed the orangey one, but I think I'm going to go for the coral, actually. So I'm not going to go for the shade Sorcery, but for the shade Witchcraft. And her whole brand is like this. It's very, very witchy, and I love it. Okay. And this is going to go in the same placing, and I'm again starting here. And the reason that I'm starting here is because from there I can blend everything out. Now, if I feel like, oh dear, I have too much and I cannot blend it out, I just grab my face sponge, the one that I use for foundation, and I'm just going to tap it over a little bit. You can also try, if you don't want to do that, what you could try first is grab your face powder and try to buff it out with that, like I did with my eyeshadow, because that's also a very, very neat trick to do. And I also usually kind of blend it up a little bit. And I don't want to say down, but a little bit here on the sides. On the nose. The blushes are very, very nice. She has a bunch of colors and they're very, very nice. So I do want, for me, kind of clean the hair a little. Like that. Yes. Next, did I grab a powder bronzer? I didn't, but I also don't feel like I need one. I do want to do brows because otherwise I'm going to forget. I have the NYX. I have the NYX Snatch and Grab, whatever the thing is called, in gray black. I actually think I want to try the black one as well. Because while I like this color, I would like to have a darker option as well. So that already looks loads better. Okay. So for highlighter, I do want to try that one. I don't know if it will be pretty. Maybe it's too dark for me right now, but we're going to try it anyway. Because I'm very, very curious. So I'm going to try that one. I'm building it up a little. Does it give me a cast? It does a little, all right? Yeah, I think so. But I'm just going to, you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to grab my blending brush that I used for the blush. I'm going to blend it out a little bit. And what you can also do is grab a little bit of blush and blend it over a little bit. So this, I can use this color. Yeah, Tishy has so many cool things, honestly. So when I kind of blend it over a little bit, it's a bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pull this a little bit back as well. Like that. So kind of like a blush topper. I think the shift, I get a shine, but not really a shift. And I think it's because of my greeniness. So I'm actually going to go to that one as well, just because I can. Let's put that on the nose. Whew. See, now we're talking. And this, I'm going to put on the high points. This, because of the gold that's in here, that, you know, offsets against my skin a little bit, so you see it better. The highlighter, yeah, it does look pretty. It's a nice formula too. So this color that I used, I kind of need to use as a blush topper, but I think because of the green, it just fades away against my skin a little bit, which is just the way that it is. That's what you get when you're being green. Yes. Okay, let's also kind of do that pretty shade a little bit more in the inner corner. Do I have an orangey there? I do. So I'm also kind of going to use this. So I'm going to go to that small palette now because there's an orangey in there. So let's use that here. Oh dear, I'm making a mess again. I'm always making a mess. I was really going to build it up to kind of get that orange a little bit more popping, because there's also a pink in there, which is cute. This is cute. This is a cute palette. And then I'm going to go to the purple that's in here. Just because I can. And I also see that I need to grab a brush and do... This is a very cute highlighter palette, actually. And let's grab a little bit of the yellow, because I can. Let's put that there. This is cute. This is, honestly, this is a palette that I can see, because it's so small. Now I can use this as a highlight. I don't think I will. You know what I will use this for? I will use this for inner corner. So what I love is that it's small, so I can fit it here very easily. And I still have effing hairs on my face. And then I use this as inner corner, because look how pretty it is. So yes, very nice. Okay, do we want a bat stamp? We do, right? I think it's just cute. What can I say? So let's put a bat stamp. Yesterday I did it at 2 sides, but I think I'm going to leave it as one at 1 side today. Just be extra. I think this is so cute. What can I say? I think it's cute. Lippy, right? Okay, lippy. Well, we're doing the. I'm going to try to do an ombre lip with black. Fingers crossed, because yeah, I know I can do it, but lining the lips and getting them even, that's the thing. So I cannot speak while I'm doing that. So wish me luck, yes. By the way, when you buy these or when you get these, they're also such a nice sharp point, but I can never get that sharp point back. Is it just me? Do I have the wrong sharpener? Maybe that's it. Yeah, I do. So Isabel is saying, since you have that bed stamp, now you have to use it with your It's Freaking Bad palette. Just saying. Yeah, I agree. And I really think this is so cute. I like that. Hello, Debbie! How was your concert? Why do I hear Madonna singing in my... You got the moves, baby. You got the motion. Never mind. I'm going to get... That's so awesome. I have a black lip liner right now. Okay, now I'm going to do the lippy that is, there, the dark purple matte. And it's nice. It's sheer enough to go, oh, that's kind of cute, to go over and still kind of see the black. Let's let that dry. Oh dear. See, again. This is the way we should have done it back in the 90s. Instead of... I like actually that this looks to be a little bit more of a metallic, which I very much enjoy, especially with dark colors like this. I think that then a metallic, it's just a little bit more flattering on me at least. I I'm going to let it set for a little bit more. So. Yes, it's dry. So here is, let me zoom out a little. I like it. I do actually also want to try it with the gloss on top, but I want to say, will I do this lip combination more often? And honestly, I think I will, because I really do like this. Yes. I like it. I think that the color is cool as well, and especially because it's a metallic. I have a dark lip on, but it does not feel, I don't know, very, very heavy or something. It's out there in combination with the eyes, but I do still want to try the gloss on top as well. So I'm actually going to put it on my finger. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. So yeah, so let's throw the hair loose. And then here's a look. I really do like it. I have not enjoyed a dark lip like this in ages, actually, but I think it looks very, very cool. And I'm going to feel very, very fierce while I'm doing my groceries. They don't know what's coming. They know me in kind of, makeup like that, but not with a lip like this. So I'm going to expect a lot of looks today, which is fine. I can live with that. As long as I know what they're looking at, I am all okay. But yeah, I think this is very, very cool. I do need to change out the plugs though. Because, where's the other one? Really? Where is it? Oh no. Where that one? Probably still downstairs then. Yeah. I'll change out the plugs later. I wanted to put on my amethyst ones, the dark purple ones, but I can only find one. So I need to check where I left the other one. But yeah, let me go over everything that I use that's new. So let's start in order of application. Let's think. What did I do first? The eyeshadow palette, right? And let's start with the eye base. Debbie, my darling, you have colored eye base, right? Give me tips on Marco Polo, please. I do think that the way that I used it worked. So basically, how did I use it? I used my regular eyeshadow base, built up the mattes in the crease, and then on the lid, I tapped the black, kind of let it set a little, and then packed the color on. I think, though, that if I am to pack it on when it's still tacky, it may even be better. But I will hear from Debbie later if that is the case. I think it makes the eyeshadows pop. And I have thought about getting a colored eye base, but I just never, I don't want to buy from P. Louise. So, and I was like, yeah, how often will I use it? Well, I think I'll use it actually more often because it's a black and it's just, yes, thank you, darling. And it just really makes the multi-chromes pop. And then that green and that purple. So initially, I'm going to go to the eyeshadow now. So initially the purple was very pink on me. I could very much darken it up with the dark brown and even after that with the green. But looking at it right now, if I kind of pack it on a little bit more and then not blend it out as much, it is more purple. At least for me on camera, it's still a pink purple and not as blue purple as the lippy is, but it's still purple. And I like the fact that I have the option to darken it up because the color just on its own is not enough depth for what I like. But it did work very, very well. Now, it does look a little bit patchy in certain places, but that is user error because I was just a mess today. And I don't know. I think I will also very much enjoy just doing a neutral look here, because these two are far enough apart from each other in color that they have a function, both have a function in this palette. And then also with the green, I think this is just a very, very cool palette. The shimmers are stunning, and thank you, dear. Yes, the colors are very much popping on me. I agree. The shimmers are stunning. This shade Surrender it's my favorite. I'm going to swatch it again because I just have to. It's just so stunning. There is a pink in there. There's a green in there. And then with that clear base, well, you can see it on my eyes, right? And then it really picks up on the purple that I also have there. It's just very, very pretty. And then the shade next to it, Present, which is the purple that I use, also has kind of a shifty in it. I really like this color story a lot. Mimi is going. Mimi, have a good day. Need to work now. Thank you so much for being here, hon. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye. These shimmers are, as I said, a little bit different than the shimmers that she usually has. But these I really, really like. I think they're very, very pretty. And I really enjoy working with this palette. And I really love the look that came out. Then I also used this Right Watch. I actually thought was a water activated liner, but it's actually a small highlighter palette. Now I did not use it on my face because I used the other one, but in the on the eyes here, they're very, very nice and sparkly. So that is what I will use this for most. I will use this a lot for inner corner work because I just really like having this option. And I don't need a big colored highlighter palette because I don't really use a big colored highlighter palette. I like to experiment with my highlighters, but I actually prefer having them separate. But I do like different color options for inner corner work as well. And that's why I really, really like this palette. And I think that the quality is very, very nice. Very nice indeed. Then let's go to the other highlighter palette that's in here for the face highlighter palette. Can we open, please? Thank you. The colors on me, they work. This one I actually have on right now. And I use it more as a blush topper. It fades away against my skin because of the green. So if you're not green, you will see it. And I think you do see it. And maybe when it catches the light outside, when I kind of shift my head, I can kind of see it a little bit. But again, the green just fades away. When I then put this one on top with it, which is a peach that has a gold in it, yet that really pops against my skin. But I think it's just so cool that this is in there. And I think that the formula is very nice. Well, you see it on my nose. It's nice and shiny. It's a smooth formula, which I enjoy. I don't really like a very glittery highlighter. It's just not my aesthetic. I feel like I cannot blend it out well, and I feel like it emphasizes everything. So this is a formula that I really enjoy. The other thing that's in here is the glitter that I haven't used yet. I haven't. I know, shocking. There's also the other lip liner I haven't used, but I did swatch it and it feels like a formula that I really enjoy. So yeah, what I did then end up using was the other lip set, right? So the lip set that is in the box is this combination. So the black lip liner and then the dark purple metallic lippy. I really, really like this. And then with the gloss on top, I also really want to use this gloss on its own because I really wanted to try her formula. But definitely a win for me. Then what was also in the box was one of the stamp liners, but then in white. I did not use it yet. I will, but I just didn't feel like it went with this look, but I will use this as well. So the liner that I ended up using was the Black Bat, which I think it's maybe one of the favorite liners that I have because it's just so fun. So I just put the bats on the side. I also used this as an eyeliner. Can I see what it is doing on my eyes? Let's check. It does not really stay here, but honestly, almost nothing stays there. Eyeliner-wise, I think I need to have just a small gel pot eyeliner that I can use there. But it is still on. It did not really skip. It's a felt tip liner. Now for me, if I'm not doing any eye makeup and I'm just doing a line, I don't know if I will grab this because then I just need a formula that's a little bit more wet, and I prefer a brush because I can personally control that better. But to add on top of eyeshadow. Very, very cool. The eye pencil that I also have, which is not from the mystery box, but just from her regular line. And I use the orange, which is the shade, I think the shade orange. It's the Lady Lilith gel liner, and it's the orange. It's still here, and it's still as vibrant as when I just put it on. And that for me means that this will stay all day. Now I have to scrub it off at the end of the evening. So her, and I also have the yellow one. So her Lilith liners, and I kind of was expecting this. Yeah, I'm going to need more. I think I'm going to need all the colors. She also has a black. Because, yeah, my eyes tend to eat up eye pencil quickly. And this will stay put for the rest of the day. So I'm going to need more colors. Just saying. So yeah, I use most of the things from the mystery box today. And as I said in the beginning, the mystery box is still available. You cannot use a discount code when you order the mystery box. If you use a discount code, your order will be cancelled. So please bear that in mind. So if you want to make a larger order from V Cosmetics and want to buy the mystery box and other things, you either have no code that you can use or do it separately. So order the mystery box, on its own, and then order the rest, and you can then use a discount code. I have one. If you want to use it, it's Raven. It's not affiliated, but it does save you 10%. And I cannot wait to try or to play with this more. I also cannot wait to use the Smash the Patriarchy palette, which I'm going to show again, just because I can. Here she is. It's an all purple palette. Can you imagine this? And then with this shimmer, I can. I very much can. And it's a combination that I enjoy so much. So yeah, I think that is going to be it. I have linked most of the things in the description box, but the things that are not linked, I will link. And I'm also going to change out of my pajama pants and into something else than pajama pants. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit more. I'll also make pictures for Instagram. And yeah, guys, I think that is it. It was a long one again, 1 hour and 47 minutes. So if you're watching this on the replay and you watch the entire thing through, thank you so very, very much. You are one of the bestest. And if you're watching this on the replay, leave me the bat emoji or the witchy ball, because we can. I think that's going to be it, guys. I am going to go do my groceries. Well, drink a little bit of coffee first and then put on different pants and then go to the grocery store. You're going to start from the beginning. Thank you so much, darling. I hope you enjoyed. The replay will be live, but it will take a while, I think, at least, because YouTube is they don't have everything together right now. Let's just say that. I need to get the correct mouse, not the one from the Mac, but one from the laptop. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening, amazing dreams wherever you may be. May your foundation always match your neck. And I will see you later today for the bonus video, which is going to be my review of the Unearthly Dead of Night palette. Yes, and then tomorrow I will also be here for new makeup releases. It's a busy week. So yes, thank you, Debbie. I'll talk to you in a little bit on Marco Polo. Bye, guys.